At Vista Ridge for tonight's game between the Vista Ridge Rangers and the Cedar Ridge Raiders. A special welcome is extended to our neighbors from Cedar Ridge for this exciting contest between two fine schools. Tonight's event provides a showcase for the talents and skills of the students from each school through friendly competition, which is the theme of all interscholastic events. The visiting team and fans are our guests. Please show courtesy and good sportsmanship. Officials are assigned by mutual agreement of both schools, and their rulings should be respected by all. Sportsmanship should be shown by all spectators, no matter which team they are backing. The game will be conducted according to the rules of the University Interscholastic League. The use of alcoholic beverages or illegal drugs is prohibited on school property, as well as the possession of illegal weapons. The use of all tobacco products is also forbidden on school property. Thanks for your attendance and enjoy the ball game between these two fine schools. First off, the starting lineup for the Cedar Ridge Raiders. Leading off the center fielder, number 15, Matthew Brooks. Batting second, the second baseman, number 3, Tucker Allen. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 2, Daniel Patterson. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 22, Danny Valadez. Batting fifth in left field, number 23, Nick Zamora. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Bryson Dudley. Batting seventh and catching, number 4, Dylan Masanda. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 17, Landon Myhill. Batting ninth in right field, number 21, Brendan Reed. And pitching for the Raiders, number 14, Brandon Vasquez. The starting lineup for your Vista Ridge Rangers, as chosen by head coach Matt Garber and assistant Ben Huffman. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 2, Owen Grosh. Batting second behind the plate, number 19, Jake Wagner. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 24, Tynan Gunn. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 12, Kyle Brown. Batting fifth in right field, number 4, Matthew Foley. Batting sixth at third base, number 17, Hank Howard. Batting seventh in left field, number 8, Devin Gonzalez. Batting eighth at second base, number 5, Cody Conkle. Batting ninth in center field, number 3, Alex Brendemeyer. And on the mound, number 10, Jackson Archer. The reserve players for the Rangers are number 7, Dayton Bombarder. Number 9, Carter Faskey. Number 10, Jackson Archer. Number 11, Brendan Hunt. Number 13, Walker Runyon. Number 14, Jackson McFall. Number 15, Landon Sanders. Number 16, Mason Biederman. Number 18, Braden Dawes. Number 20, Will Ramsey. Number 21, Jackson Brendelmeyer. 22, Ben Burke, and number 23, Mason Pryor. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you all please rise, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the American flag located to the right of the baseball field for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello, Ranger fans. Here we are at the Vista Ridge High School baseball stadium. Beautiful night for baseball.
Your attention.
No wind
for the Rangers.
to speak of.
10,
nice and warm, sunny day. The lights on and we're ready to roll. After a heartbreaking loss at Cedar Ridge on Tuesday, here we are again playing the second.
We could have gone all night without talking about that.
Well, that's everybody knows it was a heartbreaking thing. It's one of those things that just kind of get away from you all of a sudden, and you look back and think, well, we could have done this or we could have done that, but it didn't happen. So we gave away a ball game.
I know it's baseball, and you're going to do that from time to time. It was just, I think the 3 straight, is really, that was kind of heart-wrenching, and we had a lot of, players that were really looking for that win, and I think they earned it. So, we're going to bounce back tonight, play our best, and we're going to
it's
take away. We're gonna.
You have the starting lineups, and Vista Ridge is on the field and ready to throw to the first hitter. It's going to be Matthew Brooks, the center fielder tonight. This kid has some good legs, right-handed hitter, and he can motor.
He can also hit. I was talking to Nick Zamora, a friend of ours, after the other game.
Takes a curveball in there for strike.
I was talking to Nick after the game, and Nick was telling me he's batting like 600 right now, this kid. So
I wouldn't doubt it. He
looked good the other night.
He had a couple of hits, I think, the other night. Fastball, fly ball down the right field line. It's in foul territory and falls to the ground. Right fielder hot to trot after it and just came up a little short. But it's 2 strikes and no balls. And we're missing a helper tonight.
We are, so if you don't like the scoreboard, then just listen to the feed and we'll keep you posted.
Yeah. We're having double duty tonight. There's a curveball, ground ball to the third baseman, big hopper. There's a throw to first, and he's out. Matthew,
really feel better about getting him off the line.
You get him out, that helps. You know what's funny, the night leading off the 7th inning, that brought me to the realization that he was going to be the first hitter. Well, he struck out, and then after that, everything fell apart. There's a swing and a miss for number 3.
They're 2, 3, 4, and 5 hole, I think it was, if I remember correctly. They're all hitters, but that kid was just hitting everything that was a fastball.
Second baseman Tucker Allen. There's a fastball outside. Ball 1, strike 1, 1 out. It's such a beautiful night for baseball. Well, it's a beautiful night for anything. Here's a fly ball to the left fielder, and he backs up and lets it get over his head. And it goes to the fence. He's throwing to third, and there's the throw, and he's going to be sliding in to third base. Well, you have to give a hit to the young man, but I don't know what happened.
Board is an error all the way.
You can't be. He was never touched it.
Never touched it.
It's an easy fly ball, though.
He didn't touch it, did he?
Yeah, but that was a routine fly. I mean,
well, sure, but
Yeah, that's how I judge. I mean,
Anyway,
yeah, if it's routine and you don't make the play,
curveball's in there for a strike. Well, he just let it get over his head. Misplayed it. Here's Daniel Patterson, the shortstop. Takes a curveball in there for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
I heard they got a pitcher too coming, so we're getting ready to see a pretty good kid pitching.
Yeah, fastball low and away.
Got a little bit of inside information. I did hear that there may or may not be an injury with, if it's the pitcher that I think they're getting ready to throw, may or may not have a lingering back injury. So.
Oh, here's the windup for the next pitch. A high fastball. Ball 2, strike 2, 1 out. Runner on third base. Infield's playing in. And there's a pop to right field. And he's under it. Throw to home plate.
You got him.
And he's out.
That was
at home plate.
Awesome play by Jake Wagner. The throw was on. He stepped into the base path just a little bit, but he was able to dive back and make that tag on that player that tagged up from third. That was an awesome. Outstanding, but he's looked fantastic, not just at shortstop, but also at the plate too.
Jackson Archer is on the mound for the Vista Ridge, and counterpart is Brandon Vasquez pitching for Cedar Ridge, and he is ready for the first pitch. Roach is ready. His fastball. Roach hits the ball to right field, and the right fielder is right there, takes it in, playing him perfectly. Took a few steps to his left.
He did barrel that ball up. And this is what we were doing the other night. We were hitting strikes, and 9 times out of 10, you play the defense you've been playing, and you hit strikes. You're going to walk away with more wins than losses.
Jake Wagner comes to the plate. The catcher, number 19. Fastball hit into left center field. The center fielder goes back, takes it for the out.
We got 2 pitches and 2 outs, folks.
That's Matthew Brooks out in center field. He has no problem getting over into left center and take in that ball. With 2 outs on 2 pitches, Tynan Gunn comes to the plate. Nice right-hand hitter, first baseman and DH. There's a pop-up foul out of play. All right, here we go. Vasquez gets the signal. Here's the wind-up. Curveball, low. Ball 1. Ball 1, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nobody on the base. There's the wind-up. Pitch. Big high bouncer to shortstop. He takes it, gloves it, throws to first for the out. Well, that was a quick, 5 pitches maybe?
That was a quick, complete inning.
Yeah.
That was just a fast turnaround all around. I think the in-between inning was longer than both the top and bottom combined.
All right, leading off for Cedar Ridge Wildcats in the top of the second will be third baseman Danny Valadez. Nick Zamora will follow him, and then Bryson Dudley, the DH, comes to the plate. First 3 hitters. Jackson Archer taking his winds-ups and warm-up pitches. Well, they've all got good control right now. So
Jackson's on. I think he's learned to really kind of shake things off quite a bit from when he was a freshman. But when he's on, nothing's bothering him, and he's an outstanding pitcher. So you know real quick if he's on, and he's looking pretty good so far. So.
well, in steps Valadez, the third baseman, a right-handed hitter. Here's a wind-up. Fastball high. Ball 1.
He almost ducked that helmet right into that pitch.
I tell you, that's when they throw that high pitch, that could deck you. Foul ball. 1-1 the count. Infield's playing deep on the edge of the outfield grass in most places, up the middle. Here's a fastball low and away. That was in the dirt and goes all the way back to the backstop. Retrieved by Cedar Ridge ball player. And back to the ump. Here's the wind-up. Curveball low and away. Ball 3. 3-1 the count. Here's a wind-up. And the next pitch. Low. Ball 1. Or ball 4. Excuse me. Valadez draws a walk. Brings to the plate Nick Zamora, the left fielder. There's the first pitch. And attempted bunt.
He definitely offered at that. Was unable to pull back on that. Probably would have been a ball. Looked like a high outside pitch.
There's a fastball, a bunt attempt, and throw to second base is in center field, and the runner is safe at second on this attempted bunt. Throw was about twice as high as the ball player. Center fielder came in, fielded it, threw it in quickly. Runner at second base, 2 strikes, and swung on and missed.
Yeah,
Strike 3.
Jake's release was just a little bit high on that. I think they got a little fired up on that. A little high release,
Now batting number
sailed over,
16,
but
Bryson Dudley.
kept him from going. The center fielder, Alex Brindlemeyer, came in, kept him from going over to third.
Bryson Dudley, the DH. Number 16 on the roster. Right-handed hitter. 1 out, runner on second. Here's the stretch. And the pitch is a swinging curveball.
That curveball's on tonight for
Swing and a miss.
Archer. His curveball's definitely on tonight.
Here's the stretch again. Pitcher ready. Here's the pitch. High curveball drops in there for strike 2.
Big looping curveball. That was beautiful. That thing was coming in at the eyebrows and dropped into the strike zone.
With 1 out, runner at second. Here's the 2-strike pitch. It's outside.
It's his fastball. Doesn't seem to be working for him very, but he'll figure it out.
1 strike, 2 balls.
Very good pitcher.
Hitter calls time, steps out of the box. Bryson Dudley, DH. There's a curveball in there for strike 3.
Little delayed call, but I was going to say that looked good to me. Little delayed call, and he rung him up.
Now batting
Yep.
number 4, Dylan Masonda.
All right, the hitters. Masandra, Dyson,
Talking to the umpire about
Dylan.
something, and now he's going back over to the dugout. I don't know.
He has a chain on his neck. I still think that that's unnecessary in baseball.
For hitting, and I mean, pitching is another thing. If they want to make a pitcher take off jewelry, but
Well, I mean,
hitters are
with a necklace, the likelihood of getting, but they have to be consistent across all the sports, I guess.
well, that's the problem with that rule. So
Yeah. It's a swing and foul tip back to the screen.
and I'm going to refer back to the second baseman that game that we had with the glasses. Looked like a glitter light show out there.
Oh no.
Never, and that was at night. They should have made him take those off. If it's distracting, I could see, but I mean, it's just some umpires will any little piece of jewelry. They see it.
Well, here's the next pitch. Fastball low. Oh, ball 1. Ball 1, strike 1, 2 outs. Runner at second base. Masandra, the hitter. There's a curveball, drops in there for strike.
That curveball's just nasty
It's
tonight.
an overhead Comes in high and drops down. Here's a 2-strike pitch, fastball outside. 2-2. 2 outs. Batter steps out for a moment. Umpire gives the pitcher a signal to throw it and throws a fastball high. Lysandra swings and misses. 3 strikeouts, a walk and 3 strikeouts. Ends top of the second. Nothing to nothing. 0-0 is the score. Brings to the plate for the Rangers, Kyle Brown, first baseman. Foley on deck. Hank Howard, third baseman, in the hole. By the way, the JVs won their ball game today, 9-2, I think.
That was the last time I saw the score. We missed all the action by the time we got here. I think it was 9-1 or 9-0.
Well, they scored one later.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was 9-2.
It looked like, I mean, we got here in like the 4th inning. It looked like they were going to cruise to like a 10 after 5 win. And I guess the offense finished by the time we got here, the Rangers. But that's still pretty impressive. Put those kind of numbers up. Congratulations to those young men.
Bottom of the second inning.
They had an inter-squad practice to kind of, have fun at practice the other day, and the varsity kind of scrimmaged the JV2 kids, young men, I should say, and I think it was like a 20-something to 1 or something like that score. So, talking about having fun after that loss and kind of trying to erase that, get back into a fun mindset, go win a game.
Kyle Brown, number 12, your first baseman, to the plate, right-handed hitter. Here's the windup. Curveball low. It broke pretty good. Either that or it's a slider. Here's the next pitch. Oh, he tried to hold up, but got a hold of it. Hit it right back to the pitcher, and he throws to first. And Brown is out. 1-3.
That was a mistake all the way. He knew it, and he was carrying his bat down to first base with him.
Yeah, he just jogged toward first.
Tried to check his swing.
I mean, you'd have to be pretty bad to make a bad throw to first from that distance. There's Matt Foley, hit to the shortstop. One big hop, throws to first, and he's out. It was a well-hit ball. It
Hit ball. It kicked off the mound and went straight to where the shortstop was. So far, we're just hitting it right to them, or they're getting the lucky bounces. I mean, that big chopper that ended the inning, that Tynan hit, that was a huge chopper, and right where it took that middle bounce was perfect for the shortstop. I mean, he fielded it right at waist level and fired it over to first in the last inning. So they're getting the hops and they're getting the bounces.
Number 17 hitters. There's a big high bouncer to short, and he throws to first and he throws it away, but no advance.
He would have beat that out. He was across it before, and so he's getting a hit. He crossed the bag before that ball even made it over there.
2 away. Brings it back to the plate. Number 5, Hank Howard.
This is Devin Gonzalez.
Foul tip back to the screen. Strike 1.
Devin had a nice gap shot last game over at Cedar Ridge. He hit that left center gap that bounced and went all the way back to the fence and walked into second base.
Runner takes his lead at first. Pitcher's ready. Throws the fastball high. Ball 1, strike 1. 2 outs. There's the pitch. High inside. Ball 2.
It's hard to control these volume and everything.
I know.
I'm not even keeping the scoreboard on the.
Engineers taking care of 2 or 3 things. Here's the next pitch inside. Swung on.
2's on the board. Where's that dugout?
I think that ball hit him too. He swung it and missed. I think it.
There it is.
2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Went to the plate for Cedar Ridge Wildcats in the top of the
Landon Myhill.
3rd inning. Landon Myhill, the first baseman, tall, slender right-hand hitter, wearing number 17 in his purple and white jersey. Fastball swung on, missed. Strike 1. It's still a little nippy at night. There's a foul ball down the right field line, out of play. Strike 2. Some of the fans are covered up.
I think I missed a hit on the scoreboard for them in that first inning. They did get a hit, showing no hits, but they do have 1 hit.
There's a fastball high and inside for ball 1. Here's the next pitch. Curveball, ground ball to the shortstop. He fields it, throws to first, and runners out.
There's Owen Grosh. We talked about him earlier. He's looking great over there at shortstop. Just been a vacuum cleaner.
Now batting number 21, Brendan Reed.
Brendan Reed,
Throw was probably just
right fielder.
a little left of the bag, but easily handled by Kyle Brown.
Here's the windup. Fastball. Fool the catcher. Goes to the backstop.
I'm going to have to give Jake a little harassment after the game and ask him if he's got a hole in his glove or what.
Yeah, well, you don't want to miss that fastball up there because that umpire is trusting you to catch it.
Oh, yeah.
He'll end up with it in between the eyes.
Jake's got a good personality.
That's a curveball. Another ball. Ball 2. No strikes, 1 out. Here's the windup. And high and away. Ball 3. There's a fastball down the middle for strike. Brendan Reed.
Don't understand why more kids don't get a green light. That's the best pitch you're going to see.
Brendan Reed went hitless the other night. There's a curveball. It's in there for strike. Reed didn't think so. Almost tossed his bat away to head for first. 3-2's the count. Curveball, foul ball down the first baseline. About a foot foul. Or a foul foot.
That foul foot. We were just talking about that with Jackson Archer earlier, and I mean, he 3-0 count, and he comes back and throws 3 straight strikes. And
Well, that's
he's in control of this next pitch for sure.
here's the windup. Fastball high and away, swung on and missed for strike 3.
This game
Now batting
is
number 15,
cruising along.
Matthew Brooks.
I mean,
Matthew Brooks, the center fielder, comes to the plate. Fastball low and hit Brooks on the ankle somewhere. So he walks to first base.
I'd much rather have him on first base with 2 outs than no outs because he's got some
Now batting
speed.
number
Well, I'd rather have him there than on second or third.
Well, with no outs, he's probably going to be at third before you have 2 outs. So
Well, you don't know.
you got 2 outs, so let's focus on the plate here.
Might hit
He's
a
gonna
triple.
steal. He's going to steal. And when he shifts those feet,
Oh, he's got a lot of
he's
lead.
Well, he's got this foot shift that he does, and if the pitchers would time it just right, that's when you throw over. When you do that little foot.
Right there, huh?
Well, he shimmies his feet. Watch it, see if he does it. Doesn't do it every time, but he was doing
Well,
it the
he's-
other night also.
He's working on the pitcher's mind right now.
Is it 2 balls? 2 balls?
Tucker Allen at the plate, the second baseman. There's goes and pops it up. Foul territory. The first baseman over under it takes it for the out.
Party people!
Kyle Brown's got that all night long.
Well, I was just going to say, when the ball was caught, Brooks was pulling into third base. He's not waiting on anybody, and yeah.
In the house, jump, rejoices.
We're gonna hit him with 2 outs.
Wave your hands in the air, shake the dairy, yeah. These 3 words make you get it. Say
Well, think about that. If the first baseman muffs that ball and it rolls a few feet away, he never slows down. He keeps coming and maybe scores a run. Who knows?
Have you seen the Geico commercial with these guys? And it's like Geico is back up R&B artists or whatever, and they start dancing in the kitchen with the lady cooking.
No, I don't think so.
Like the husband or son-in-law or whatever walks in and starts. My wife absolutely loves it. And it makes me laugh every time it comes out. And if you see it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
The guy, he's real serious when he walks in. Like, one of these guys seemingly my either wife or mom in the kitchen. I don't know what the relationship is there. The way he starts dancing and gets into it is hilarious.
Well, coming to the plate for the home team tonight, here in the bottom of the third, Cody Kunkel, the second baseman, leading off the bottom of the third. Alex Brundermeyer.
We're just praying nobody hears that walk-up song.
Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled over first base line. You ever hear glass break? Well, you know the ball's hit the floor. You know.
Yep. That one caught our brand new net, barely.
Yeah, fastball on the outside corner.
Gonna have to protect right here.
Two strikes.
Well, sometimes I'm forgetting I'm running the scoreboard.
That's all right. I'm sorry. I just point that way to help you. There's a fastball outside. We had an old Chevrolet station wagon one time. We had so many. There's a pop-up or bouncer to the first baseman. He feels it at the bag and steps on the bag for the out.
We're hitting the ball tonight. We're just hitting it right to him. So hopefully the second time around, we're this is our 9-hole hitter, and then we're back to the
number
top.
3,
And
Alex Brundermeyer.
everybody's hitting this guy. So I mean, maybe the second time around, you see him, you start hitting a little bit cleaner and start finding some gaps and some holes.
All right, pitcher's ready. That's Brendan Vasquez. Swung on, foul ball. Back to the screen. One strike. No balls. Bottom of the third, no scores. Here's the next pitch. Is high. Ball 2. Or 1. Excuse me. 1-1. Another high fastball, just like his counterpart.
Tyler does the 2.
Ball 2, strike 1, 1 out. Turn it into a little bit of a pitching duel here.
It is.
There's a fastball inside, ball 3.
But I think our hitters are getting the better of the pitching duel. So,
Well, it's still nothing to nothing.
but they're striking out. We're hitting. We're just hitting it to them. Everybody that knows baseball, eventually you start hitting. Eventually that little ball finds a hole. You start hitting some gaps.
Okay. Maybe, maybe not. Fastball inside corner of the plate, evidently.
Hey, I'm
Called it a strike.
trying to stay positive here, Bob.
I got you. And swung on and missed. Strike 3.
I put my heart on my
Now
leg.
batting,
I gave it all I
number
could
2,
give.
Brings to the plate the leadoff hitter, shortstop, number 2, Owen Gross. Curveball, outside and low, ball 1. Swung on, foul ball, down the third baseline. 1-1, 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the third inning. It's a really strange evening. We usually got a little wind blowing and all that kind of stuff. Right now it's still as it can be. Fastball low and away. Ball 2, strike 1. Here's wind up and the pitch. Swung on, foul, ground ball, third baseman, and choked for a second, and he throws him out at first base.
Brings us to the top of the 4th in this pitching duel. Yeah, it's a lot of people don't like the low-scoring baseball games, but I've always thought a true fan of the game would really needs to appreciate a pitching outing like this, you know, a low-scoring game. And with that, I'm gonna let you read our academy.
We're going into the top of the 4th inning, and it's time for a little Academy of Sports Outdoors. So gear up for the spring at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Hey guys, hey, I was going to see if by chance there was a McCallum chair, a blue chair that was left in here, left out there that somebody turned in, or
Say what?
like that chair,
I don't know, we're in the
chair
middle of
with
a broadcast.
All right, we're going to the top of the 4th inning for the Cedar Ridge Wildcats. Coming to the plate, Daniel Patterson, the shortstop, number 2. Jackson Archer, here's the windup. There's the first pitch, curveball outside, ball 1. Archer gets his sign. Here's the windup. Fastball outside, ball 2. Archer's throwing good tonight,
He is.
as is Brandon Vasquez for the visitors. Fastball inside and high, ball 3.
That pitch right there was just called on our hitter.
And it falls behind. They're 3-0. Let's see if he can pull out. Fastball outside, ball 4. Patterson walks, brings to the plate Danny Velasquez, the third baseman. All right. And there's a throw over to first, pick-off attempt.
I would do that 3 more times before I throw
He's
my
back
pitch.
in. Has taken a big lead. Getting ready to take off. There's a
Yes,
strike
he did.
one. High fastball, and he took a check swing at it. There he goes, and it's pitch out, throw to second, and he's dead. Beautiful throw to second baseman to Cody Kenkel. He picks it up and waits for the runner to slide in to second, and he tags him, and he's out of there.
The pitch was a pitch out, so that was the second baseman was just, Cody Conkle was just sitting there waiting for the kid to slide in.
Beautiful throw.
Excellent throw.
Curveball,
Just missed.
low and away. Ball two. Ball, that might be three.
I think it's two.
I don't know what the first pitch was.
Well, they had the throw over. Then
Oh,
the
yeah, it was
strike,
a-
and then two straight balls.
Yeah. There's a fastball fouled over first base screen.
This umpire, we've had him quite a bit over here at Vista, and he's he's great. He's really good at letting you know.
2-2. It's the count. Here's his pitch. It's curveball. Hit to the third baseman. He throws to first, and he's out of there. Third baseman came across to his left, fielded the bounding ball, and
Now batting number 23, Nick Zamora.
threw him out at first base. Nick Zamora, the left fielder, comes to the plate with 2 outs, nobody on. There's a swing and a ground ball single into left field in the third base gap between the shortstop and third baseman. Jumped on the first pitch. That's the second hit of the night.
Number 16, Bryson Dudley.
Brings to the plate Bryson Dudley, the DH, with 2 outs. There's a big curveball outside and a big bouncing runner at first. He might try to steal. Fastball called inside.
We're only calling that on the Rangers, I guess.
Ball 2.
Why, how are we getting that? We're getting that call.
Here's the next pitch, fastball outside. Ball 3, the hitter. 3-0 the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning in a 0-0 game. Runner taking his lead at first base. There's a fastball, strike 1. On the outside corner. Sometimes those fastballs on that side are a little bit outside the strike zone,
Well,
but
Cody got that inside one.
who knows?
Strike 2 on Cody, that inside pitch. And there's been 2 this at bat that have been called balls. Same pitch.
There's a fastballs outside, and number 16, Dudley, draws a walk.
He's got 2 outs. He's got the runners at first and second, but he's in control, and he's been pitching really good tonight, so a lot of confidence out there.
Well, this is Dylan
Dylan Masanda.
DeSandra coming to the plate. He struck out the first time up. Had a couple of hits last night. He was on base all 3 times. Here's the first pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. Here's the next pitch. Oh, he hits the runner, and that's it. He goes to first base, loads the bases.
Here comes Coach out to talk to Jackson. In a close game like this, Coach is going to come out and make sure he's settled and calm.
Yeah, he calmed him down a little bit.
He's been pitching a heck of a game, so.
Well, it's the top of the fourth. He's had 3 good innings.
Well, he started this one off pretty good, too. Good.
Brings to the plate number 17.
Nick had a good hit at bat. That was Nick Zamora just hit that ball between shortstop and third base. There's no play on that ball.
Dylan Myhill, the first baseman, grounded to third. Flew to center and got a base hit. Fastball away and ball 1. Funny how pitchers come in, push.
This has been a busy night up here in the press box. Come on in.
Foul ball over the first base side. 1-1's a count, 2 outs, bases loaded. There's the pitch. Curveball away. Ball 2. Swung on and missed.
2's on the board. Just the wrong team at bat.
2-2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
He's
in the top of the 4th inning.
1 strike away from getting out of this.
There's a curveball swung on and missed. Strike 3.
That's how you do it right there. And Jackson is strutting off the mound. That confidence, you can see it. This is what you want to see in Jackson Archer right here. When he's on, he's on. And when he's got that confidence, this is how he's throwing right here.
Well, he walked the first man, and then...
No, the first one got a hit. Nick Zamora got a hit, then he walked, then he hit the batter. So he had bases.
Patterson, the leadoff hitter, walked.
Oh.
Then Danny Velasquez hit 5-3. Patterson was thrown out at second on steal attempt. And then, after Zamora got a base hit, Dudley walked. Massandra walked to load the bases. And with 2 outs, Myhill struck out. Brings to the plate in the bottom of the 4th inning the leadoff of the number 2 hitter, Jake Wagner, the catcher.
When Jake's having a good night, he usually hits really well too. So, and he's having a good night with that diving tag out at home. A nice throw down to second. This is where you usually see good things from Jake as well in the batter's box.
Number 19, Jake Wagner, the catcher.
I think we need to fire our DJ.
Coming to the plate. Brandon Vasquez, the pitcher, gets his sign and wind up in the first pitch. Swung on, fly ball to left field, gets over the left fielder, goes to the fence. Runners going to third, holds up at second base with a double.
That's a happy hit being put on the board right there. He smoked that ball. That left fielder was on his horse running backwards and out of his reach. The beauty of this now, Bob, puts Jackson Brindlemeyer, a pinch runner for our catcher, over there at second, which is the fastest guy, not only on the team, but
evidently
broke the school record the other day in the 400.
Okay. Well, I hope he doesn't have to run that far tonight.
No, he didn't have to run that far. Just 2 90-foot base lengths, and he's at home. So
But that's good. He's a good, fast young man.
And I say that breaking it up. A 90-foot steal and then anything to come home. No outs.
Curveball in there for strike. Tynan Gunn, the hitter. The DH tonight, hitting third in the lineup. Here's the next pitch. Curveball in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher a few feet, but he retrieves it quickly. And the runner holds at second.
The shortstop and the second baseman seem to be trying to hold him on.
1-1 the count.
Leaving a big hole on both sides. Let's see if that comes into play.
Curveball low and away. Ball. He held up on that. That's really a good job on his part. Big 24 on his back. Ready to try to put a runner across. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Strike 2 on the inside corner.
Now all of a sudden we're calling that inside pitch, see?
All right, 2-2 the count. Still nobody out.
Get that runner over.
There's a curveball low. Ball 3. That's just an afterthought. With this count, this would be out of reason, but do we ever bunt?
We do. Cody laid a beautiful bunt down at Canyon Ridge. Or Cedar Ridge. He dropped that bunt down at first baseline and sacked him over. That was beautiful. Cody hit a home run right after that. So
swung on a ground ball to the second baseman, and he throws the first, and the runner advances to third. Well, that's as good as a bunt right there.
that is. So we're 90 foot away.
43.
90 foot away from breaking up this goose egg ball game.
One out. Here we go. Hitter Kyle Brown, the first baseman. Runner on third base. Oh my goodness, there's a bunt foul out of play.
The suicide squeeze was on right there, and what happened was the pitch came in high and inside, and he was going to bunt that regardless. So having to bunt that thing up around his face, he fouled that thing back up against the screen on the visitor side.
Unfortunately, it fouled it off. I'm not too sure I would even made an attempt to bunt it that high. Could have been a wild pitch, but we'll never know. He never got to the catcher. Here's the next pitch with one strike. Swung on and missed. Well, he was swinging for the downs there, and you don't need that. All you need is a base hit. Infield's playing in, And here's 2-strike pitch. Fastball high and away. Ball 1.
I'll give you a crash course on the
Tight
scoreboard.
ball game so far. Here's the next pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 outs.
Matthew Foley, our MVP, or actually, I'm sorry, Kyle Brown was our MVP last week, player of the week. Matthew Foley was our offensive player of the week, so this is a good hitter to be coming up with a runner 90 feet away.
Matthew Foley grounded to short first time up. Fastball swing and throws to ground ball to shortstop, and it takes a funny hop, and the shortstop misplays it, and the runner's safe, and the third base runner scores.
That was a hard hit ball, but mishandled by the shortstop. Run comes in to score as a result.
Now that was a big
Everybody's just as
Big
happy
can
as
of corn.
the run scores, and we still have a base runner.
Hank Howard, the third baseman. There's the throw to second on the steal, and he's safe at second. Runner at second base.
Pitch out, so the pitch was a ball. It's like Mason Biederman on deck.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, missed.
Big cut right there by Hank Howard. He makes contact with that ball. That ball's going to go a long way.
Yeah, Hank Howard, the third baseman. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Big high fly ball to right field, and nobody can play it. Runner scores from second, and it falls in for a base hit. And second baseman, first baseman, and the right fielder all underneath, but nobody could get to it.
I can't tell you how many runs we've scored this year, but I can tell you it's a lot. I would be saying upwards of 20% of our runs have been scored with 2 outs. I'd be willing to bet. And this is Matt Foley just cruised across home plate from second base as that ball was hitting with the 2 outs. The runners are off. And
Biederman coming in for pinch hitter with 2 out and runner on first. You know, there again, why isn't that runner on second base?
you know,
I mean, he's got.
Hank's quick for as big as a kid as he is, but
But if he's going to be on the bases, he should have been thrown out or safe at second with that kind of thing with 2 strikes. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
there you go. Mason is a very good ball player, very good hitter, good friend of Cody's. We're very good friends with the family. Want good things to happen right here for him.
2 balls to Biederman.
Nice.
Foul
man.
ball.
Just hit underneath that. Ball might have been fouled back to the softball field.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, 2-1. Yeah,
There's the next pitch. low for ball 3.
More than happy to let him come up here.
3-1, the count, 2 outs.
Well, he can come run the scoreboard too.
3-1. Here's the next pitch. Ball 4.
2-out rally.
2-out rally. They happen whether you want them to or not, don't they? When the home team's doing it, that's fine.
Well,
Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning. Brings to the plate Cody Kunkel, the second baseman. There's the first pitch inside. Oh, called a.
we're gonna make up our mind on that. Let's go.
Called a strike.
Called the ball last inning while Canyon Ridge is hitting. Called a strike twice now on Cody Kunkel.
There's a base hit to right field. Right fielder fields it, throws in to home plate, and it gets away from the catcher, and the runner scores. Hank Howard was dead to rights at home plate, but the catcher misplayed the ball. Cody Kunkel's on with the RBI.
At one point, Cody was. Pull my mic back around. At one point, Cody was. I think he was tied for RBIs on the team, and he went through a little back injury there. So that's kind of fun to see him get back up and get him another RBI.
All right, first and second occupied. There goes the first pitch. Fly ball to center field. Center fielder can't catch it, can't reach it. Goes to the fence. 2 runners are coming in, and hitter stands up with a double. Alex Brindermeyer.
So
And the pitcher
Tuesday's game.
going to have a visit.
Tuesday's game, Alex hit a 2-run bomb, and tonight he gets up and spanks one over the center fielder. Again, these guys are playing shallow.
And you get one over that center fielder, you know you've hit it because he can run.
Well, I think they're playing shallow because we did it against left field too. They're
Yeah.
playing shallow on us, and like I said earlier, we're hitting this pitcher. It's just a matter of time before we start hitting guys.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Well, there's 5 runs after 2 outs.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing a good job with updating the hits, folks, so I'm going to try to. I think I've missed 2 hits here. I think, is that 5 hits now for us? So I missed Cody's, and I know I missed Alex's.
Was 4 of this inning.
Well, I think, what do we have, 1 before?
There was Hank Howard singled in the second.
So we're going to work out the scoreboard, and
Other than that, that was it.
we've got a new pitcher coming up to the mound.
Does he come from the dugout?
Yes, sir, number 16.
Okay. Number 16, Bryson Dudley. All right. Number 2 on your lineup, Owen Gross.
Number 2.
Shortstop comes to the plate. Number 16, Bryson Dudley on the mound. Takes a stretch, throws the strike right down the pipe. Swung on and missed. Fastball. Runner at second base. 5 runs in here in the bottom of the 4th. Fastball outside, ball. Here's the next pitch. Swung on. There's a pop to first baseman, and he drops back and takes it in for the out.
Again, he's putting the bat on the ball, though. See, that leadoff position, he's doing a fantastic job.
Like to party. We 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 like to I've got something to tell you. I've got news for you. Gonna put some wheels in motion. Get ready 'cause we're coming through. Hey now, hear what I say now. Happiness is just around the corner. Hey now, hear what I say now. We'll be there for you. The bang of buzz is coming and everybody's jumping. New York to San Francisco, and if the city disco, the wheels are still turning and traffic lights are burning. So if you like to party, get on and move your body.
Jackson Archer.
Okay. Jackson Archer on the mound for
Now batting number 21.
the Rangers. Brings to the plate for the Raiders, number 21, Brendan Reed. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. Fastball outside. Ball 1.
As well as our defense, I'm not even.
Another pitch low.
As well as our defense has been playing, I mean, he needs to come out and throw strikes right here. Just throw strikes. Let your defense play.
Yep.
I mean, you got a 5-run lead right here. There you go.
Fastball evidently high.
Where that missed, I have no idea. I guess it wasn't inside enough.
Well,
It wasn't
pitchers-
Ranger hitter.
Question it, 3-0. Looked like a good pitch from here. Fastball in there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Just don't give him the bag. That'll end your night early.
Fastball low in the dirt, and he's walks. He struck out the last time he was up.
Now batting number 15, Matthew Brooks.
Matthew Brooks. Matthew can put some wood on the ball. He hit a. Getting him on the double plays be right next to impossible. Here's a fastball, a curveball, swung on and missed.
Tried to check his swing.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's that curveball. That's put a many a guy on the bench and put him back home. Runner at first base. Fastball low. Ball. 1-1. And here's the next pitch. Curveball swung on and missed. I think I'd come back right to that pitch right there.
So before the game, I had a little conversation with Jackson Archer, and I told him he didn't seem to hit Kyle Brown's curveball very well.
No.
But he was hitting his fastball. So you see.
Oh, he's a fastball hitter.
Oh yeah, you see where Jackson's going to. I'm not saying he can't hit a curveball because Nick was telling me.
Well, he might, but
Nick told me he hit a curveball out of the park. So
it'd
that's
be
probably a hanging curveball if you ask me.
I haven't seen one. Here's another curveball swung on and missed. Strike 3. Hooray!
I'm just
Now
happy
batting
they're
number 3,
listening.
Tucker Allen.
Well, he listened. That's good. 1 out. Runner on first.
You know, I was
Brings to the plate number 3, the second baseman.
just pointing out what I heard from Mr. Bob Leach.
Oh,
So, in that
well, that's
game.
good.
Yeah.
He might know something,
Yeah, he might know something about pitching.
but he don't know nothing. What is that old song?
That country song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ball 1 is there's a pick off to first base. He misses. It's in there. Safe. Tucker Allen, the second baseman at the plate. Ooh, high fastball over Tucker's head.
Yeah.
You don't hit that pitch.
No, I mean, people do hit that pitch because they duck it and leave the barrel up. You know, that's when coaches are screaming, drop your bat. But, yeah, I know what you're saying. You can't swing at it.
Ordinarily, you can't hit that pitch. There's a fastball high. Ball 3.
This is I mean, like I said, they're 2, 3, 4 hitters and 5-hole. Those guys can hit, but
There's the next pitch, and it's high, ball 4. Goodness gracious. Base on balls.
Now batting number 2, Daniel Patterson.
1, 2. Hit batsman. 5 walks and a hit batsman. That's 6 runners you put on base. Fastball. Strike 1.
and he pitched out of that bases loaded. You know, they still have a goose egg on the board, but you know,
Oh no.
two innings in a row. You know, it's you can see fatigue. It's not that Jackson.
Runners on first and second.
Jackson's a fantastic pitcher. It's just fatigue.
There's another fastball right in the strike zone. Strike 2. Jackson ready. Swung on, foul tip, back into the screen.
And he comes right back after that walk and throws 3 straight strikes, you know.
Yeah, how's that explainable? You know.
Like I said, he's a good pitcher. He really is.
Yeah, but I'm
When you
saying,
start fatiguing,
you know,
start making mistakes.
all of a sudden you can't hit the home plate, and then all of a sudden you do. You know. There's a curveball swung on, fly ball to left fielder. Oh.
Totally catchable ball. Totally catchable ball.
Fell in for a base hit in the left center. I thought that was playable.
That was definitely playable ball. No, that's exactly what happened.
Now
They
batting
weren't-
number 22,
It looked like
Danny Valadez.
center and left weren't talking.
Daniel Patterson.
But with the glove side being your left fielder, and that was the left fielder's ball, it looked like he was giving up to the center fielder, which wasn't even there yet. So
Runner on first and second. 1 run in. Ball's thrown in behind the runner, or the hitter, and catcher knocks it down. Feels it. Well, here's where a little visit to the mound might be in order. Fastball outside. Ball 2. There's the pitch and a big pop-up to the infield area. The shortstop calls for it and takes it. 2 outs.
and when you hear Owen Grosh say ball, 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 it's an out.
Now batting number 23,
That's infield
Zamora.
fly ball anyway.
It was with 1 out, absolutely. 0-1 out, you settle underneath it.
2 outs. Runners at first and second.
This is a good umpire crew. I didn't see him call it, but I'm sure it was called.
Well, I didn't see him call it either, but
I heard it.
Did he? Okay.
Did you?
He did call it.
okay.
But yeah, I also heard Owen Grosh say ball, ball,
Nick
ball.
Zamora, the left fielder, at the plate. Oh, fastball. Way outside.
That was a good stop by Jake Wagner, sliding way over. I mean, that ball came across the middle of the left-hand batter's box.
Ball 1. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Curveball in the dirt. Blocked. Ball 2.
Well, he's had a great night. I mean, you definitely see a fatigue. He's not as sharp and crisp as he started off, and there's definitely some fatigue. He hasn't pitched a whole lot this year, but when he's on, he's on.
Fastball high and away. Ball 3.
I think,
Well, one more ball and we load the bases.
I think our coaches have seen too many complete games thrown this year, and gotten a little.
I would have gone out and visited the last hitter. Fastball low and away, or high and away. Loads the bases.
Now batting number 16, Bryson Dudley.
Is there a reason why he doesn't go out? Evidently. Brings to the plate Bryson Dudley, the DH. Curveball in for strike 1.
That's the first time I've seen that inside pitch called against Cedar Ridge. The very first time. It's a good time for it, though.
I believe that was inside anyway, but called it a strike.
I
So,
believe it was inside on our batters, too, that was called a strike.
well, that's true. Fastball low and away.
He's been calling that
Ball
one
one.
outside, too.
1-1. What is it about the 5th inning? Here's the wind-up. Curveball. Hit it in the gap between first and second. The throw to home plate. Holds the runner at third. 1 run scores. Everybody advances a base. Now we get a visit. Now we get a visit from the coach. Oh, he's going to take him out. Who's coming out? I don't know.
Hey, you got to give him credit. He pitched a good,
Oh, he pitched really well for 4 innings.
very well.
And as a matter of fact, well, you only got 2 outs, so you got 2 outs.
Landon Sanders, number 15. Landon Sanders, number 15, coming in to relieve pitch.
All right.
Attention. Now pitching for the Rangers, number 15, Landon Sanders.
He doesn't have a song, so we're going to scramble for some song.
Randy Sanders, number 15 on your scorecard. What's his classification? Okay. Yeah. Oh, I have this. I have Dylan Masonda coming to the plate, the catcher
Now batting number
for the
4,
Wildcats.
Dylan Masonda.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, 2 runs in. There's the first pitch, strike 1, an outside corner. Good pitch. One strike, no balls. There's the pitch, outside, ball 1. There's the pitch, swung on, base hit, center field, scores 2. And he's out at third. 2-run score on the base hit. Runner on first is thrown out at third. And the Sandra gets the base hit to center. 1, 2, 3, 4-run score makes it a tight 5-4 ball game. Going to the bottom of the 5th inning. That'll bring to the plate Jake Wagner, the catcher. Brings to the plate number 19, Jake Wagner.
Now batting, number 19, Jake Wagner.
Bottom of the 5th inning, 5-4. Vista Ridge on the top of the scores. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball in there for a strike. This is Randy Sanders on the mound now for the Raiders. Here's the next pitch. Low and away. Ball. 1-1. There's a ball hit deep to left field corner, and it's in for extra bases. Left fielder feels it, throws in, and he's Wagner's stand-up double. And that's his second double.
Here comes number 21, pinch runner for him, Jackson.
Now batting, number 24, Tynan Gunn.
Bindermeyer coming in to pinch run for Jake Wagner, the catcher. Brings to the plate Tynan Gunn. Tynan has grounded to short and to first, to second. Curveball well outside, ball 1. I still don't know why, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not coaching. Fastball in the dirt, ball 2.
He throws hard, but it's his control.
Well, we'll see. So far, his control has not been the greatest. Here's the next pitch.
I don't know about that one.
Well, it's a call of strike on the lower outside corner.
It's just amazing what Vista Ridge is getting called strikes on, but not the other way around tonight.
Well, that happens. That's a breaking pitch outside. Ball 3.
That was in the left batter's box. He calls that a strike. We're yelling out the window. I don't care. Professionalism or not on broadcast. We're having a good time tonight.
Here's the next pitch. And swung on. It's a ground ball to left field. He's throwing in and can't make it. Throw to second.
There's the speed right there, folks.
There you go.
Watching it, you just got to see it.
Got to make sure they cut it. The hitter gets thrown out at second base, trying to.
Number 12, Kyle Brown.
And that's probably was 5-4, wasn't it? 5-4. Calls that a strike.
Calls that low pitch a strike.
Kyle Brown. Curveball in there for a strike.
That was a pretty pitch.
And here's the next pitch. Outside. And Kyle swings at it. Misses it. That's his second strikeout
Now
tonight.
batting, number 4, Matthew Foley.
2 outs. Nobody on. 2 outs now. Here's the lineup, the windup. Curveball low. Two balls, I think.
Is that 2?
I think so.
We need a scoreboard operator is what we need.
Well, our scoreboard man is not here tonight, so here's the pitch. Outside part of the plate.
That pitch
For a
was
strike.
high and outside. But we'll call that a strike.
There's another fastball, strike 2. Here's wind up. Strike 3 on the outside fastball.
2 ugly strikes, man.
I think that's just a routine thing. I don't. All right, we're back at the field, ready to go, and made some
Now batting
defensive
number
changes.
17, Landon Myhill.
You got Brendan Hunt playing left field. Hank Howard goes to the mound. Kyle Brown goes to third, and Tynan Gunn, the DH, goes into the lineup at first base. And here's the first pitch. Fastball outside, ball one.
How did we get that called that pitch? And he's going to sit there and watch that thing and call it a ball.
Ball two, fastball inside. Myhill,
In a tight
the
game,
hitter.
you really want to see a consistent strike zone. That's all we have.
Here's a base hit to the right. I thought base hit. That's a fly ball to right fielder. He moves over and takes it in easily. That looked like it was dropping, but it
Batting number
didn't.
21, Brendan Reed.
Sorry about that. One out.
That ball carried a little bit more. It did look like it was going to fall.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to fall
It did.
over and go in, but number 21, Brendan Reed.
All of a sudden, the strike zone has just gone completely bonkers.
He struck out the first time, swinging and foul tip. 2 strikes. As I was saying, he struck out the first time and walked the second and scored a run. Now here in the 6th inning, his third at bat. Here's a pitch, foul ball down the right field line, out of play. Brendan Reed, the hitter. Fastball low and away. Ball one.
It's a good spot to miss in a 0-2 count.
Can this young man throw a curveball?
He can. Yes, he can.
Leadoff hitter coming up.
I hope somebody told him.
Fastball. Golly. That was a good
Let's be
pitch.
consistent.
That's a good outside corner pitch, and he calls it a ball. I don't know. Oh well. There's a curveball. Popped foul, out of play, off the screen. Hitters hanging in there with a 2-2 count. Here's the next pitch, swung on, missed. He swung at that pitch.
Brown, come on. Foul ball.
He says he hit it into the ground.
Hey, we're getting to that point. We're getting to that point.
Umpire's gonna talk it over.
Thank goodness.
But I think well, if you had called the pitch before that a strike, and wouldn't have had to worry about that one. They say foul ball.
If he would have called the strike a strike, we wouldn't be in this situation where he missed the swing and miss in the dirt. and blew that call. So 2 back-to-back blown calls here by the home plate umpire.
I guess 2 and 2 is count.
Yep, 2 and 2 still the count because he called it a foul ball.
Oh, yeah. Ball 3.
Ninja reflexes.
Here's a wind-up. Swung on, foul tip. Back to the screen. Here's the wind-up. 3-2 count. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Well, it took a while, but all right.
Strike 5.
Brings to the plate the leadoff hitter
Now batting number 15.
for the
Matthew
Wildcats, number 15, Matthew Brooks, the center fielder.
And like you said, I hope Hank's got a beautiful curveball here.
That was a little breaking pitch.
It was.
He's grounded to third, walked, and struck out. Call that a strike. I'm sorry.
You're supposed to make up the calls on the same batter, not wait until the next guy gets in and then
One strike, 1 ball. A high inside pitch called a strike. Low and away, ball 2.
Foul ball, foul ball, foul ball.
Oh.
We're having fun up here, folks. It's that was not a foul ball. That was a low pitch ball.
Fastball away. 3-1. Well, you don't want to put this man on, but 6-4 the score. Vista Ridge out front. Don't need best runners,
You also don't want him hitting a triple or a double right here.
especially this guy. Here's a foul ball.
This is what you were
Scorcher down the third baseline.
That's what we used to call a worm burner right there.
Yeah.
Because it's going to kill any worm on the ground.
I mean, it wasn't too foul either. Maybe
No.
a few inches.
That's what you were talking about earlier. You said anything hit on the ground, he's probably going to be, even an infield, he's just going to smoke it. So
Well, we got to have a... There's a line shot to center,
but we're playing the shift, so second baseman was over behind second base.
and he's in with a double.
Yep. Why we play the shift in high school, I have no idea. We did this at the beginning of the season in the tournament, and it burned us every time. And this is the first time I've seen him go back to it, and it burned us.
Now batting
Well,
number
that
3,
ball would have been
Tucker
playable
By
with the second baseman
Had he not
playing in normal position.
had he not been 80 feet out of position.
Number 3, the hitter, Tucker Allen, playing second base. Call that a balk?
I don't know. He's 90 feet away, though. Hank just needs to focus right here.
Whatever it was, he balked. Runner goes to third base. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Well, you just forget about trying to play that runner at third. You just try to get this guy. Fastball outside.
He keeps taking a big lead off.
Infielders back. Infielders are all back in the normal position.
Jake will throw down to Kyle Brown and get him if he keeps leading off like he is.
This curveball in there for a strike.
think with 2 outs, though, I think we're just going to focus on the hitter at the plate. But
Yeah.
if we were in a 0 or 1 out situation right here, I think Jake would have been popping and throwing down and getting him at third with these crazy leadoffs he's getting.
Well, they'd have to hit a shot at straight at somebody to get him at home plate. Here's the next pitch. Swung on, fly ball to left field. He has it. That's 3 outs.
Into the jam, then let the music take command. Back to another dimension. Stop the foot and face off attention. Music to party, music to dance. The new follow up of public demand. Slick as Vype, the loud megaphone. Take you down to the twilight zone. The clock and turn the body upside down. Grab the microphone, there's a bump to sound. You want more you get. We're too limited in effect. Check out the
All right, go into the top of the 6th inning. Or bottom of 6th, excuse me. Hank Howard, the leadoff,
Hank Howard.
number 5.
Now batting,
He's pitching
17.
right now. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, missed. Here's the next pitch. Curveball in there. Strike 2.
You see that pitch? That pitch is called right there. No problem calling that pitch.
I know.
Might sound like a crazy man up here, but that is a really crazy, inconsistent strike zone.
Ground ball up the middle. The second baseman fields it, throws to first, and is out. And that was a very good play on the second baseman. That ball could have gone through, but he snagged it backhand
Number 11.
and turned and threw to first and just nipped the runner. 4-3. 1 away. Brings to the plate.
Brendan Hunt.
Hunt. Ball low and away. Here's the next pitch. Foul ball. Over the stands. Headache.
Ball almost went into the women's restroom.
Curveball. Called.
Well, he's got no problem calling that strike whenever we're batting.
No
No problem at all on that
Nope.
high outside ball being called.
That's
a
2
strike.
strikes and a ball. 1 out. Fastball outside. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Jammed him in on his wrists. He couldn't swing and foul tipped it, and it's 2-2.
I would have swung at it too. That was an inside pitch that would probably be called a ball anybody else, but not for Vista.
Well, who knows?
So defensively,
2-2 the count.
fought that off.
Swung on, miss. Strike 3.
Now batting, number 5.
Cody Conkle coming to the plate.
Conkle.
Here's a little breaking pitch, a little off speed on the outside corner for a strike. Here's a fastball outside, called for a strike.
Scoot up to the plate. It's the only way you're going to hit it.
Swung on, foul tipped, back to the screen.
Find a way to get on right here. 2 outs. It's time for a Vista Ridge 2-out rally.
Outside and in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, you gotta know the umpires. Anything on that outside corner, you might as well
For Vista.
try to swing at it. There it was, low, ball 1 or 2, 2-2.
2's on the board. We're not here in the dugout yet.
Well, if you hadn't had to dig it out of the
There you
dirt.
go.
There it was. Strike 3. That'll bring to plate Brendelmeyer in the 7th. It's hard to be a hitter when you don't know what the umpire's going to be calling.
It really, I mean, that's my frustration, right? Because you're out in the field playing baseball, and he's not calling a high outside pitch as a strike for the opposing team. So when you get in the batter's box and you see that pitch, you hesitate to swing, and he calls it a strike.
Right.
That's where the frustration comes in. You've got to be consistent if you're going to be a high school varsity umpire. If you don't have consistency, then don't umpire. Don't take money for a game and do this to players that are trying to get into college, trying to get recognized. It's just frustrating. It really, really is frustrating.
Right.
It's not, regardless of who just struck out or whatnot, we've been watching it all night. I mean, the strike zone has not been consistent for the 2 different teams.
Well, coming to the plate, the top of the 7th, trailing 6-4. Cedar Ridge Raiders,
Number 2.
number 2, the Daniel Patterson, the shortstop. Fastball in there for strike 1. Fastball outside, ball 1.
Fastball outside that might have been called for our hitters.
That's why I hesitated. There's a ground ball to the first baseman. He feels it, steps on the bag. That was a really late hit and hit it down the first baseline.
22.
First
Dan
baseman
Chavez.
came over, fielded the ball, and he's out at first.
We're 6 strikes, 2 outs away from taking this game, too. of this district series.
Daniel Velasquez. Oh my goodness. That was a ball.
That was a ball right down Main Street.
Yep.
Right
down Main
right
Street.
Down the middle.
There's another pitch, and that's a strike on his outside part of the plate. Here's the next pitch. In the dirt. Foul. Ball two.
Just need to play some defense right here and get him.
Strike two.
But you had confidence in that call. You were calling that right after it hit the glove.
It was a perfect pitch.
So was the first one.
There's a swing and a fly ball. The right fielder's under it and takes it for the out.
Matthew Foley settled underneath that ball and took it in very easy. So we're down to 1 out, folks.
Now batting number 23, Nick Zamora.
Up by 2 with a 6-4 lead. We're 1 out.
Nick Zamora, the left fielder,
If
comes
I'm not
to the plate.
mistaken, I think Nick Zamora was up whenever we were winning the other game 4-2 at Cedar Ridge.
Well, I can tell you right now. There's a swing and a miss or foul ball.
Because in the parking lot, Nick told me, he said, I really thought Cody was going to come in and pitch it.
Zamora scored the winning run. He was walked. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. He fields it, throws to first,
Yes,
and he's
sir.
out.
Owen Grosh with a fantastic play.
Whiz Kids had won it, Bobby Thompson had done it, and Yogi read the comics all the while. Rock and roll was being born, marijuana we would scorn. So down on the corner the national pastime went on trial. We're talking baseball, Klazuski, Campanella, talking baseball. The man and Bobby Fella, the Scooter, the Barber and the Nuke. They knew 'em all from Boston to Dubuque, especially Willie, Mickey and the Duke. Well, KC was winning, Hank Aaron was beginning, one Robbie going out, one coming in. Kiner and Midget Goodell, the Thumper and Mel Parnell, and Ike was the only one winning down in Washington. I'm talking baseball, Klazuski, Campanella, talking baseball. The man and Bobby Fella, the Scooter,